Okay, in this video we're going to do a driving video. So I'm going to be going all the way along this beach and just kind of showing you all this here, and I'm going to go all the way to Kamala. So this is basically through all of Patong and into Kamala, and then you can kind of see where we're at. We're kind of up in the mountain part back there, which I also should have filmed too, because there's lots of the mountains all around Patong. There's like a little river community over there, but we're going to be driving straight through here. Okay, we're in Phuket and we're going to be filming and showing you lots of video footage, so just keep checking it out. And what else can I say about that? Like, subscribe, and make some comments below. Yeah! Okay, so we're going to drive straight through here, and this is Patong, and we're going to drive from Patong Beach to Kamala Beach, and we're going to go along the shore as much as we can anyways. And then I kind of have the camera like free held, so we'll be able to move the camera around a little bit and show you whatever's in front of us, or to the side like that. Sorry for the view like that. And I'm actually going to be holding the camera up. I don't have a suction cup for it, so we'll see how well I can do that. But yeah, this is Phuket Island in Thailand, and this is a drive across Patong all the way over to Kamala. Yeah, and actually I'll kind of make some comments too. Before I came to Phuket, I actually have been to Phuket a few times, and I just went to you know, the airport, and I had somebody drop me off in front of a hotel, and then I just got to know around that little neighborhood, and then I left. And I did that a few different times, and I went to different parts went to Phuket City, and I've been to Patong before too, and I thought I knew Phuket, but actually I don't. Once I rented a car, then I knew Phuket. So I've been driving around a lot, and I've just been taking the camera around and filming when I got out of the car. And I've just been thinking that I really need to film while I drive, because it's actually quite amazing. Like, there's a lot of Hawaii like qualities that make it way more diverse, and part of it is because of all these mountains everywhere, so you can see mountains in front of me, but there's also all these beaches everywhere. And Hawaii has, you know, it's mountainous and you got beaches, and this does too. Then you have a lot of like tourism stuff, of course, so that's another similarity between both. So this is Patong. You can see the beaches over on that side. I wish I had a cameraman or camera person to film on that left window like that, but I don't. So you can see some of the beaches over there. Volleyball. And yeah, I can park here too. That's the other thing that's interesting about driving in Phuket. All the parking is free. I can park right on the beach here and just leave my car there indefinitely. As far as I can tell, I think I can just leave it there indefinitely. Like, so strange. I mean, they must watch to see that you're not just leaving it there for a week in one space. I don't know how they do it, but I know the movement of vehicles flows pretty well. Maybe I'll go down, turn it this way a little bit so you can maybe see a little bit of the beaches. And actually up here, that white building kind of marks where like we won't have the beach access like we do right here with the parking lot of cars. There'll be buildings to the left coming up here, but it's so interesting to see. So this right here is the main spot of the beaches for the entrance, and then you can see the big sign, Patong Beach, right there. And then on the other side is Bangla Road. So this is Bangla Road, which is the giant, huge nightlife area right there. Bring the camera back out front again. And so yeah, we're just gonna keep on driving through this little beach community of Patong, and then we're gonna just keep on going. We're gonna go up into the mountains when we come out of Patong beach area and go towards Kamala. So, okay, let me just see. I stayed near here. I stayed in lots of places already around Phuket, including one that was this down here, a little ways. So I did film walking down the street already, but by the time you see this video, that will have been a couple months ago probably, because I'm just posting a video, trying to post like a video a day. So I'm not, I'm not gonna put a bunch of them up at the same time. So it looks like we have a little bit of beach access, or views I mean, coming up. I stayed right over here actually. So where I was staying at, I could overlook this from my balcony. And I was only paying like $18 a night or something like that, $20 maybe. Oh, I was up here. This is called Modern Living Hotel, so I was staying up there. And I could overlook that beach like that. Okay, so we're gonna keep on walking, or driving, I mean. And we're gonna come out of Patong, and then it's gonna get into the mountains. And that's one of the things I really wanted to film while driving, because I didn't really expect that Patong is flat that we're driving in right now, but all around it there's mountains, so you end up taking all kinds of curves. It's better to film that when I'm actually walking on the beach itself. But you can see there is a beach. So this will just be a driving video. We'll just keep on driving. There's the beach right there. And then up here, we'll let these guys go. And then there's a big thing that says Patong Beach. And we're gonna be continuing on to Kamala. So now we're gonna get into the mountains part. And it comes pretty quickly once you get out of the city. Suddenly you're like right in the mountains. And that kind of surprised me. I didn't really expect these kind of turns, because I think I heard that Phuket is really dangerous and a lot of people die in Phuket, and usually it's because of the Thai driving habits is what they say, and that may or may not be the case. But I've been driving around for a week and I don't really feel like their driving habits are, I feel like they're better than where I live in Macau. And Macau isn't really world known for traffic accidents as much as Thailand is, but Thailand has millions of tourists, so they're all renting cars, and then they have to deal with all that. There's some beach dwellers, beach goers. Okay, so now I did do a little film over here the other day. I parked the car right there, and I walked down this beach and filmed it. This is the kind of stuff where you can get in accidents, because that car looks like it could be moving any second. But the other day I was filming and it was raining. It'd been raining for like 30 minutes, and I walked by one of those cars that was doing that right there, and it was completely dry underneath. And there's an elephant. So I'll just kind of keep the camera over there for a little bit. Just kind of stretching out my arm. I'll try to slowly move it back when I don't see the beach. Then you can see all these condos up here. I don't know if those are condos. There's something up there. But yeah, like actually, and these kind of roads are kind of every direction around Patong, which is the thing that kind of surprised me. There's more of those views. Yeah, I need somebody to be on the left side of me so they can film. And then you also have these little, like that little thing that's little sea view restaurants and such like that. So I'm also seeing a lot of those everywhere in Phuket. Off these, there's a reggae bar right there. Those reggae bars are everywhere too. Yeah, then once you get up in these areas, it's like there's a lot of greenery, and the roads are real nice too. I mean, they're really windy and curvy, so they're not safe, but they're not safe because the roads are bad. The roads are really nice. They're safe because there's a lot of tourism, and it's hard to like drive so slow to make all the curves. And actually people kind of park blocking some of the lanes sometimes too. I guess I'm maybe used to that in Macau. It's really awful like that in Macau. Irritatingly awful. So I might be a little bit adjusted to it. It feels like what people do here is if you're in a car, you'll stay on this in the middle lane. And then all the other vehicles will go on the other side. So like all the scooters, they can go in between if there's some parked car. So as long as I stick to the middle lane, I'm fine. And then sometimes you have like a slow vehicle like the one in front of me, but actually that's not a bad thing, because it's not really that, like if you drive fast through here, you're not going to be able to stay in your lane, and you don't really know who's coming around you. There's some it's the other thing too, there's lots of like tourists that are kind of on the street as well. So this is where to get a little tricky, because I have to go across the yellow line to go around that red vehicle. And this one is going to turn here, so I have to wait for that. And there's people behind me that could do almost anything, you just don't know. So those are some of the challenges. Let's see what this guy's, okay. And then you got scooters going around you, but again, like I live in Macau, which is there's like scooters everywhere there, and they're always like illegally going around you constantly, so it's actually more stressful there. There's another reggae bar right there. Yeah, these curvy, windy roads are pretty cool. This is really cool. Yeah, this is kind of what makes Phuket really amazing. Like I didn't really know that these roads were quite like this. I think Kamala is maybe only 5 to 7 kilometers away, something like that. Or am I thinking in beaches, in miles, 5 or 7 miles away? Checkpoint. Those checkpoints are not good for foreigners. Luckily they let me go. And they stopped the next vehicle, so I can see it in my rearview mirror. It's like, wow. I did not want to be stopped by the police right now, because as far as I know, they just find some reason to bribe you. And they can bribe you quite a bit, and I don't really have any cash on me right now. Gotta go to the bank. So I wouldn't be able to handle that very well. But yeah, these are nice roads. Somebody was telling me that they're usually looking to pull over foreigners on scooters. But they also get a lot of Thais on scooters too. And I guess they kind of leave cars alone more, but I think if I had a nice car, it'd be different. let's see. We're already at 14 minutes. I think people like these driving videos, so I think it's when I walk, I like to try to do about 10 minutes. I don't really like to do more than 10. Okay, here's these sharp bends of the road. There's a lot to see in Kamala Resort and Spa, 500 meters, about half a kilometer. So it looks like we're probably going to come into, you can see the beach down that way as well. So here we are coming into Kamala. Kamala. Some nice candles right there. Actually, one of my goals later is start looking at condos. So. Okay, so now we're in Kamala. And there's a beach to the left. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing Kamala. I don't even know how you would say it in a Thai way either. All right. There's an Aussie pub straight ahead. I think I'll just keep the camera on, so it doesn't hurt to go a little bit longer with it. Oh, the light might be a while. Something called the Devil Bar over there, and then up there is an Aussie bar. Got a mosquito in the car. Moving. Kind of want to go by that Aussie pub. Dang. It's like, I don't know if you saw that girl on the bicycle, but she had a baby in the basket. There's an Aussie pub. I was going to turn the camera and focus on it, but I kind of didn't watch it very well, and then when I saw it, it was closed. So it wasn't even worth turning the camera over there. Pretty cool though. Got my visiting mosquito as well. And we're kind of coming out on the other side of Kamala, so I'm going to be putting the camera away briefly. But you can see kind of the greenery of it, and just like the roads are pretty nice, and there are a lot of turns and such like that. And this is pretty cool to be going through Phuket. I think some of the tourists don't drive that well. It's like a tourist. Actually, I saw some kind of tourists that, you know, they get on those bikes and they kind of drive aggressively. Like you can see they really enjoy riding on a bike, and so they don't really drive that well. They just kind of drive fast and like they're unaware. Here's a Fantasia Sea. Go a little bit further. I'm actually renting a car, so I'm gonna stop and visit. Okay, so anyways, I think that's probably enough of the driving video. hopefully you got a little idea of what it's like here. And I'm still kind of driving through Kamala, but we're going to be coming out on the other end pretty soon. All that, and I still got a mosquito in the car that I need to get him out of here. Whoa, that red car was way in my lane. That had to push me in the other lane, so I was lucky there wasn't another one in my lane. It's one of the things you have to watch out when we're going anywhere around here. Okay, anyways, let's fade out right there. Hope you like this one from across Patong through across Kamala. Dun, dun, dun. And so yeah, this is the road down to Surin. Everybody's going over the other lane. So yeah, I'm just driving this, so Surin is only half a kilometer away, so we're basically pretty close to Surin. So yeah, that was a little lookout, and I need to do more of those. And now we're just going to be going downhill into Surin. So that's kind of cool. So now you kind of have an idea of some of the other stuff that I'm seeing, like the lookouts and the yeah, I think you have to can't remember. I think Surin, you might have to jump out of the car and go down one of these maybe. We'll just go a little bit further in this car, and then we'll conclude shortly. I think Surin is over to the left, so actually I think that sounds right. So I'll probably do a separate video where I do Surin and Kamala. So yeah, basically we're not too far from Surin then. So that was just a rooftop between Kamala, or a viewpoint between the two, and straight ahead is Surin. Let's see. And there's the beach right there. Alright, so you've been seeing lots of stuff about Phuket in Thailand. I'm going to keep on filming, so just keep on watching the channel. Alright, let's go check it out. I'm going to go over there and go to that sign. Toma cuidado la